Yes, lads, welcome to another custom tactics video on the channel. Today, we are taking a look at one of my personal favorites. This is 4-3-1-2. Let's go. Does your team look like this? Do you struggle to open the best store pack and play with the best players in FC24? If you said yes, then you need to head over to MMOEXP and grab yourself some cheap and reliable FC24 coins and use code ALP at checkout for an extra 5% off. Jeez. Yes, lads, so diving in with the defensive style, we do leave this unbalanced. I'm not a massive fan of press on possession loss and on heavy touch. It just makes it very, very bitty in the way you're defending. You lose that control. I like to press where I want to press, not where the AI thinks I should be pressing. Constant pressure, we do lob it on now and again when you go in for, you know, trying to tie the game up later on, but balanced always for the most part. Depth, we're playing 40. Width, we're playing 40. I really like 40 at the moment. It just gives you that great balance between covering the wide areas and keeping it tight in the middle. Definitely recommend you give it a go. Depth, we're playing 64. I don't know why 64. It's just the same as my 4-3-2-1. So yeah, why change a working system? Again, with the depth, if you are struggling at 64, don't be afraid to knock it down to 60, 55, 50, whatever works best for you. I don't recommend going below 45 though, because it will make you drop back and you won't press as much and you get kind of pinned in. So give 64 a go, and if it doesn't work, just bring it down a touch. Build up play, balanced, chance creation is direct passing. It's just insane, lads. Just lob it on. I do like forward runs though. I do like it, and I'm going to be releasing a couple of other tactics with forward runs on it. Width, we are playing 45. We want to be using the wide areas as much as possible because this formation is quite narrow. We create the width with one of the fullbacks, which is important. But the attacking width of 45 is really nice. Those strikers are going to stay nice and close. The cam is going to be always available. It's really nice. Players in the box, we whack up to 6, not 7 in this one. I find that it drags the midfield out of position too much. 6 is perfect though. It's the balance between getting the cam involved and getting one of those centre mids involved. It's nice. Corners 3, we do cross it in when we do go for those headers. It is still quite viable, especially if you're passing it short. I often go to the top of the box and try and trivela. Free kicks 2, we often just have a pot, so we don't want to overcommit just in case it hits the wall and they spring a counter attack. So 2 is perfect for me. So lads, diving in with the player instructions. I hope you enjoyed the format from our last video where we talked a bit more about the players that we need for these formations to work, as well as just inserting those clips as well. So I hope you find that engaging. Leave it in the comments what you think of the new style of videos. I'm keen to hear what you think. So diving in with the player instructions. Stay central, getting behind on Haaland, are one of our strikers, and that is all. We then have stay central, getting behind, come back on defense on our other striker. So when we don't have the ball, he is going to be defending in front of our right back. Again, like the 4-3-2-1, you can have this set up so it defends in a 4-4-2, and I definitely recommend that's how you set yourself up defensively this year. It just means you're going to be having lots of bodies in midfield. You're going to have that defensive layer in front of your back line, and it's going to make you a lot harder to break down. In terms of the forwards, ideally you want a left footer on the left-hand side and a right foot on the right-hand side. But if you've got someone like Neymar up front, who's got 5-star weak foot, you can play him on either side, which is good. But again, for these sorts of positions, because we got them on getting behind, I am obsessed with the pace. This 87 Haaland, though, if you're not giving him a go, he's a bit clunky, but in a straight line. I don't think anyone comes close to Haaland this year. So again, I would be loading this up with pace. In our ideal world, the striker that comes back, you want him to be a bit more technical, can pass, can dribble, where Haaland is just an out-and-out striker. If you had, like, I don't know, Neymar and striker, he'd be perfect as you come back to your defending right mid. So he's going to start in a deeper position. So you want him to be able to dribble, you want him to be able to pass and create. Whereas you're the striker, you can just use someone a bit more clunky like Haaland. But in an ideal world, we have just complete Mbappe, so we're going to be sending them. The cam is just on stay forward against the box and free roam. We like free roam. It just allows him to just, especially with someone like AI like Neymar, He's going to be moving in and about. He's going to be just in behind the strikers. And he's going to be scoring all important goals as well as assisting. For the type of players you'd want in this position, someone like Neymar, someone that's 5-star is insane. But if you don't have a Neymar, or if you can't link Neymar, there are plenty of players. Like you've got Bonmati, who's 50k, who's be perfect in this position. You've got I can't think of anyone else that would really suit this, but you know, your technical cams, someone that can pass, shoot, dribble, and 5-star skills is always a bonus. Moving on to the centre mids. Now, this is where the formation ticks. So I set this up with because Cole comes back on defense. We have Frankie de Jong, who stay back while attacking and cover center. Frank Kessie, who's the middle centre mid, is stay back while attacking and cover centre. And then Bernardo Silva is just on cover wing. So as you can see, Bernardo will defend in front of on a battle, Kessie and de Jong in front of the centre backs, and then Cole in front of Cancelo. How I've set this up though is that Frankie de Jong and Bernardo Silva are both insane at the Trivelas. As you'll see from the clips right now, we just bang those Trivelas. And the way this formation sets up, you do get a lot of opportunities from the right and left to hit those Trivelas. So I definitely recommend you get players like Bernardo, like Frankie de Jong that do have the Trivela. Even if they don't have Trivela Plus, I know Frankie de Jong has got that. Bernardo Silva is one of my favorites at doing the Trivela shots this year. He is insane. But not 100% essential. It just gives you another dynamic to how you can score. But I recommend the two outside centre mids are a bit technical and they can dribble and they can shoot. You want them to be able to, you know, pick up the ball and do a bit of damage, move forward. And then your centre mid, I recommend this be a CDM. Someone like Kessie, someone who's going to break up the play a bit heavier so they can move people off the ball. I don't recommend having too many small players in midfield, because if they've got a physical presence like Yaya, it is going to be difficult at times. So having someone like Kessie who can push someone off the ball, Frank Kessie, Yaya Toure, Xiaomeni, Vieira, if you've managed to pack him somehow, players like that in the centre mid position are perfect. The fullbacks, we have one stay back while attacking overlap. They're just going to defend all the time for us. The two centre backs, touch them, I will find you. You know I will. It's just, you know the drill. No B-roll. Just me telling you, don't do it. The goalkeeper comes for crosses and a sweeper keeper. It will save you now and again. And the final position in the team is the right back, who's on balanced and overlap. And he's going to create you a lot of chances in the wide area. Again, a very important instruction on this guy is balanced, because the team can be quite narrow, as you can see when we're attacking. Cancelo is often going to provide that out ball, and having someone as techie as Cancelo is insane. As you'll see from the clips, he's got some Trivelas with him. He sets up some chances for other guys in the forward line, and it's a really, really good pass to have when you're under pressure in the midfield. It's good to be able to offload it wide and break that pressure down. I definitely recommend you have someone that is really, really good on the ball as your attacking fullback. Something to note, you want your attacking midfielder to be, so Bernardo, to be on the opposite side to your attacking fullback, so you've got ultimate balance in your team. You don't want, for argument's sake, Cancelo going forward and Frankie de Jong. If it's your left back you want to go forward, then you need your right centre mid to be the one covering wing, and your left centre mid covering centre, stay back while attacking, with your left striker coming back. So you can have your left or right back going forward. You just need to flip the team so it defends in that 4-4-2, and that you're not disrupting the balance between the midfield and attacks. You are going to open yourself up for counter attacks if your attacking fullback and your attacking midfielder are on the same side. And that is the 4-3-1-2, lads. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you get on with this formation. I really, really enjoy it. And it's one that I flip into every year quite often because I just find it fun. But leave in the comments what you think, and I'll catch you in another one. Jeez.